Team Liquid!
Game number 1 here in Birmingham for the playoffs. Lower bracket, Heroic versus Team Liquid. Would you say Prophet is still in that category of looks terrible if the laning stage doesn't go great?
Yeah, pretty much. It's quite polarizing in its results. It's 1-0 in the tournament.
Oh, we got a Nightmare into an arrow, and likely the first blood to follow. Only question is who snags it. It will be 33 on the Brewmaster for Team Liquid. K1, though, showing some aggression onto Mickey. He's going to find his cover in the wave here, but Divine Llama and company will continue the pressure onto the tier 2. Grimstroke not able to hit that. And we'll see what kind of rotation Boxy will have on this.
Mickey's in trouble.
Yep, TP in. And Mickey does fall to Schofield. Sprout onto Insania, but Heroic not going to go any further here. Definitely have to give credit so far to KJ, as we're going to see mid lane. Coil onto the Lesh. KJ comes in, sprouts Nisha. Analog will die first, though, as Nisha should be able to walk away safely.
So wants to get some damage on that tier 1 tower with the level 3 and Edict. Got some stuff done.
Yeah, the fight over the 8-minute rune. It will be a damage rune in the bot section, as KJ might be able to deny. Yes. Wait.
He got
it. It was denied and he bottled. That makes a lot of sense. Game's in beta, of course. Nature's Prophet dies. Next will be Schofield and Liquid. Off to the races, SyndereN.
And so stabilizing this game, it is going to be around Analog. The 4 points in Edict. Any good fight taken around Lesh could lead to a tower.
K1.
But silence from the fog.
To start things out, and they have enough damage. Another death for K1, and they use that primal split to take the tier 1 tower. Mickey, though, let's see if Heroic can get a trade. They desperately need this. Inkswell on top of the Rolling Thunder. Will proc again onto Mickey. Should be a kill. Indeed it is. So Heroic finally getting some sort of trade that looks reasonable. Yeah, it looks like it's a triple stack, so again, not anything super crazy. Is Inkswell. Mickey, not going to get help from the arrow. Inks will eventually hit his KJ coming in as well. He's taking a ton of damage, but the focus is on Mickey with that Pulse Nova, ripping right through the refraction charges. Down he goes. Rolling Thunder now, Nisha will get hit, so that's 2 cores dead for Liquid already. Of course, the mid laner for Heroic is lost. Now the Nature's Prophet to follow. Insania. Inkswell again. Schofield all over the place. He has been certainly the MVP for Heroic so far. The Radiance for K1 is 1,000 away, just to show the difference there. And we'll see how much value they can get out of this timing from 33. As KJ is spotted. Gets off a Sprout. Shield crash onto 2, but instant Nightmare. Primal split. And it looks like Divine Llama's in a lot of trouble. Lift up onto Schofield. He's going to snap the coil. Divine Llama with a little baby swashbuckle. Not enough to get away. And Analog finds support in the tree line, but Schofield's the one that dies next to the tier 2 tower. And now Analog looks to be next, just stuck inside this corner here. 3 dead as Liquid. Making very good use of the Radiance timing, it seems.
Just textbook stuff, right? Like they just identified this is a moment for us to strike. We have a huge advantage coming into this fight.
Back in your day, it made 1 item, pretty sure. Divine.
I think it's made Divine and Radiance for a very long time.
I don't think Radiance was always in the game, but we'll talk about that another time when nobody's listening, because it's very, very uninteresting.
Many years.
It has, but not
Analog
forever.
in trouble.
Analog, Waning Rift, Silence to start things out. He's coiled as well. TP support is coming, but he's already dead. Schofield just can't get there in time.
So what about Grim?
Oh, right. So Grimstroke, we've seen obviously the Inkswell is like the most important spell on this hero. You need somebody that can go on. Is going to have to hold the horses again. Moonlight Shadow, Analog again in a lot of trouble. I don't think the Inkswell is getting him out of this one. Does dispel, but just too much damage as Boxy ends up taking him out. And the Primal Split doing some extra work on the K1, who ends up dying. My goodness. So the Brewmaster ends up falling to the Swashes. The coil comes in from Nisha onto 2. The silence is there as well. Rolling Thunder from Divine, not able to find any connection, and K1 just has to rage, try to run away, but the Inkswell does connect onto Nisha, but he's gonna have to run away instead as K1 just taking too much damage. Nisha actually going in for the kill. He gets it. Will he get out with his life? Swashbuckle connects. Schofield in the tree line gets nightmared by Insania, and in fact they might just turn this around on Schofield instead, and that is indeed the case. Swashbuckle just misses Nisha, and somehow in all of that Nisha lives and now has a Blink Dagger.
Puck probably being the most realistic kill with that. That isn't a support, but he has currently got a bottled shield rune.
Arrow, ooh, just misses K1. Rolling Thunder from Divide is going to catch 33 for the time being. Can they prevent the Primal Split? Yes, they have the damage.
Infest for the
Now
save.
the Infest for Grim, although he looked like he was fine because Nisha ended up TPing away anyway.
I feel like this is going to be the next level tipping. Teams aren't doing this enough, just pinging how much damage they did to each other.
Yeah, but how do you monetize that, SyndereN? That's not allowed. Insania already at half HP with that Swash. Split Earth is there. Arrow not going to do much. So another kill for Heroic.
I think all of the heroes on Heroic are actually very strong in the late game. So
Nightmare into Arrow. That is a dead Grimstroke. And the coil into Grip. That is a lot of damage to Divine Llama. We will get his Rolling Thunder off, and here comes K1. Buyback now into the Grimstroke as KJ trying to kill himself onto the creeps, but he will fall the old-fashioned way. Now the chase onto Schofield. That is a dieback for the Grimstroke. My goodness. And now the cores for Heroic are the only ones left. So top 3 net worth for Liquid. Do not have Aegis any longer, but they will poke the high ground.
yeah, Schofield getting desperate for some D-warding. It's going to cost him. Infested
Ogre.
Ogre.
He actually wants to go in. Yeah, the Infested Ogre comes in. Something to truly fear as Mickey dies.
Wow, Liquid were not near at all. They just called the bluff. I don't know if they saw someone on a ward. Somebody's losing behavior score on that. Divine Llama in trouble.
Yes.
Will be saved by Grim.
Will barely get out. Insania gets off a Nightmare to keep Analog at bay. The coil onto 2 from Nisha, and here comes 33 beating away at the Lash. Schofield dies for what seems like the millionth time, and now basically a 4v1. And that is the death of Analog. And they find Divine Llama on the outskirts, and now a silence onto K1. Primal Split being faked out. There's the Grip. And you would think they should have the damage now to finish the job. Indeed they do. So despite losing their TA at the beginning, Liquid fight and win handily. Insania's Courier did die, so the Aghanim Scepter will not be delivered for another minute and a half. As
We've got
33
some boozing buddies
with
in the base and in the crowd.
split. Yes, very, very fitting. Gonna push K1 to the other side. He's gonna have to use his Rage to try to take out this Earth Panda, but it's not happening. Now the Rage is gone. Instant Orchid onto Nisha, but you can see Schofield is the one dying on the other side to Mickey very casually. And then we see the Wrath of Nature, but the phase shift will end up dodging out the Split Earth. And already 2 dead for Heroic. And that's a buyback on to Schofield, but damage has been done. Range Rax is dead. Will they try to defend 4v5 with this melee rack still up? Looks like that is a negative. So 2 sets of racks for Liquid here in this game 1. And they're not going to stop now. As Mickey with the Hurricane Pike. Schofield.
Oh, no.
Oh, that is so sad. That is a dieback for him. K1 does take out Insania, but now Mickey and company trying to turn this around. Down goes Analog. Only 2 remaining members of Heroic. As the BKBs were popped galore for Liquid. Still with the Aegis, though. No reason to stop now. If they're not careful, they're going to get mega creeped here in just a moment.
I think even if they are careful, they will.
That's a very bold call, SyndereN. Hurricane Pike again. Divine Llama with the Rolling Thunder. Mickey on the other side doing a massive damage to the Vi. Trying to focus down Mickey, but again, he still has that Aegis as Boxy with the BKB. All right, we didn't notice that one. Another nice swash, but that is going to be the death of Divine Llama, and now the mega creeps to come for Liquid. And still the Aegis remains, and finally the Ags is completed for Insania.
After Megas.
That's right. Well, as long as it's in the in-game or the end-game inventory, that's all these pros care about. Primal Split onto the tier 4s with the Deso being applied as well. And there's the Grip. Insania can walk around freely, showing that Aghanim Scepter in style. And K1 is dead. 70 seconds of no life stealer And now Liquid just going to clean up everybody else as GGs are called. Game number 1 ends in a 13-37. Damn it, they ruined it 38 as Liquid will take it.
Yeah, nice clean game from them.
Overall, it's really hard for Liquid to mess up this pick is my read here.
Well, they'll go for the Dragon Knight.
Uh-oh.
I remember 2019 Birmingham, we hated this hero. I'm just saying.
Yep, Schofield making his way over.
And he will just yield the area. Just not interested.
But now Sticky Bomb is actually going to not hit. Fissure going to block out Boxy. Lucent Beam onto Schofield. Who gets the first blood is the question. Got the shield crash onto several. Boxy is going to go down first. And first blood goes to Analog. Very important for Heroic. As Schofield, he's going to make it difficult. In fact, he's going to make it impossible to kill him with that Fairy Fire. Now Insania slowed to a crawl with the enchant. See if they can actually finish the job. The Fissure is there. Nice block from Schofield. Terrific start for Heroic.
Yeah, Schofield a bit too late to the party there.
A heads-up play from Nisha. No stun to come, of course. No level 6 yet on that Pango as Boxy's going to run into KJ. Take over the Watcher. And the Taser will activate for the brief moment in time. Sticky Bomb connects. Invis is available for somebody in the mid lane. See if they'll be able to get it or not. As Schofield and Divide Llama again onto Mickey. They got the Blood Grenade now. Gets vacuumed back into an Enchant Totem and Fissure. And Insania too late to the party. So despite this lane not being very good on paper, they get the kill onto the Luna.
This is so good news for Divide. I feel like Heroic have no business finding kills in this lane. So even getting one on that Luna is huge.
Analog, Shield Crash coming in with that Invis rune. 33, not level 6 yet, so an easy pickup for Heroic.
He's on the way into the pit. Just follow him. Run next to him, wait to see if he gets hit by Roche, then you finish the job.
Oh, Mickey gonna take a wall to the face. There's gonna be a TP coming in though as 33 with that Primal Split will use it. Stun onto Divide Llama. Lifts up the Centaur creep, so no stuns to come from Heroic. Easy cleanup onto Divide as KJ. Gonna get pushed back. Do they have the damage to actually kill her off? She's only level 3, so might be a freebie. Although 33 back into his normal form, slowing her down. Thunderclap with the help of Mickey and that Lucent Beam. Eventually they get the second kill.
Insania as well as 33 made their way out of there.
All right.
However, that's just a random clipping. Oh no.
Oh, hi there.
Oh.
In the tree line is a Techies.
They had no idea. Just randomly gets hit in there.
That is
Roche.
Quite unlucky. Yeah.
What can you do?
But the Shikuchi was already off.
Now this build from Nisha is very aggressive, right? The Blink Orchid from Dragon Knight, you want to find engagement.
Oh.
Well, you're going to find one, I guess.
He almost died to Dragon Tail itself, which is very rare.
Yeah.
But yeah, another support down for Heroic. They will likely try to back away. 33 making his presence known, wants to take some of these creeps. Divide Llama, does he actually want to fight? Pops the Shivas. Onto Boxy, the vacuum beautifully placed, mid blast off.
Oh, this is so awkward
now the Rolling
for
Thunder from Analog, focusing on Insania, but Nisha is who they really want. The creeps are going away, it looks like. So Nisha might be left to his own devices. Swashbuckle's there. Completely out of mana now, thanks to the defusal. That ends up being a very big kill for Heroic.
You can start strategizing around. All right, are we going to target him? Are we going to dodge him in fights? What's our prioritization?
Orchid, Dragon Tail combo into the blast off. Do they have enough damage? So tanky, but eventually Analog does die. And KJ now.
Big damage,
some good damage. He's actually stuck in the trees. Very awkward for him. Not sure if he has a way out, and K1 to Divide. Will be able to take out Boxy, although the Hand of God was placed, keeping Boxy alive. Eventually, the Fissure does do the job, though. Nisha, a bit aggressive on the other side of the Fissure now as the Eclipse comes through. A lot of creeps to tank it up, though, as the Primal Split is used as well. As Nisha gets destroyed by Schofield. Divide eventually getting run down, though. So lots of trades throughout this fight. As Schofield brought into the air and swiftly brought back down into the tree line he goes. The Enchant Totem, trying to get off the blink, but there's just too many cancellations. And that should be another kill for Liquid. Ends up being a 3 for 3.
Okay, one is not stopping here.
And Mickey, out of mana, but K1 won't pursue any further. KJ eventually found his way out of the tree line, doing some damage to 33, who just simply TPs out.
Side of the Luna? I think Heroic might have got an even better fight out of that.
Yeah.
Boxy in trouble.
Boxy being pursued, but has some company with him. K1 gets Lucent Beamed. He's silenced up right now as well. The Sticky Bomb applies. They don't have the damage to finish him off. It looks like it's going to be close. Finally, the Aegis is taken. And Nisha getting rolled on. Has support in the form of Insania as K1 making his way over with the Shikuchi. Look at that impetus damage, a big vacuum from Devailama. Nisha's dead. Insania looks to be next. This is a disaster for Liquid. Mickey pops the BKB. Will he be able to get out with his life? Looks like that is not to be. 4 dead. Heroic absolutely destroying Liquid here. Some creeps will be shown. Gleipnir applied to them. Not going to be able to kill off any of them though.
33 in the front.
Trying to force them out. Actually will use the primal split. Now the disengage from Heroic. Schofield is seen in the cover of his Shadow Blade. And he will be the sacrifice, it seems. But honestly, wait.
No, wait.
Schofield.
No, wait.
Schofield, blink, TP. Oh, Nisha.
Wow.
Very close. Yeah, the last thing they want to do is just sit high ground and wait for the inevitable. It's K1 being shown. They dust him. They pop the Lincolns, and they get the Dragon Tail. Do they have the damage? Big backfall into an Echo Slam. K1 has lived as a result. Somehow nobody is dead. As they're going to push back the Enchantress, and now Analog comes in with the Rolling Thunder. K1 continue to apply a lot of pressure from afar. Still has the Aegis intact. Nice fissure with the Rolling Thunder combo. Mickey getting really low. The shield crash into the impetus. KJ gets the kill. Make it 2 as Liquid crumbling. Now they get the Aegis, but that is all. That was a disgusting vac wall into Echo.
For K1 to bait that and feel confident that he's not going to get killed off, they had that all mapped out, Heroic. Having the same read on the situation, we can bait our Weaver because Liquid don't have enough burst damage to deal with him, so they just put the Shaker in the back line. And now another
beautiful vacuum into the Shivas, into the Swash. 33 has no primal split and is eventually taken out. Nisha's basically a creep at this point, does no damage. And the only member left is Insania. They have a bunch of buybacks, but Heroic feeling very cheeky right now. They're going to force out 2 and maybe back away. Dragon Tail onto Devailama, getting really deep. Blast off will connect. So at the very least, Liquid gets something out of this. But now the rest of Heroic on the run. And if they only lose 1, then they are going to be very happy with this exchange. I believe so.
Huh. I don't think I've ever heard the sound from that for some reason.
Are they going to go for the old Tormy? They take the Wisdom Room. Primal split, nice fissure, blocking off most of the team. And Heroic can likely just back away, but they might want to fight. As K1 actually had to use his BKB to pop the Lincolns now. Do they have more stuns on top? They get the Dragon Tail into the Lucent Beam. He's brought back into the fray and destroyed. Beautifully done from Liquid. Heroic sticking around a little bit too long, perhaps. Do they actually want to fight this? Rolling Thunder does proc onto Mickey. And if they lift him into the air.
That's cheese.
He's in quite a bit of trouble. Dragon Tail is there. Analog with a Swash, but has to probably back away as the vac wall is in fact used. Schofield dies at the trade of Boxy, and now Devi has to just surge away.
K1 is doing stupid damage. Level 25, that extra Geminate attack is a massive DPS increase. They're too late. There's no way Liquid make it here on time.
Yeah, looks to be that way.
And Heroic in good formation too. If this fight breaks out post Roche kill.
Aegis Cheese, and I believe Aghanim Scepter as well. We'll see who consumes that after this potential fight. Schofield is found in the tree line. 33 with the gem in vision. Now they take out the Earthshaker immediately. Has the buyback though. There's the vac wall, but not really hitting too many. But the Luna is who they're targeting. Mickey pops his Eclipse, taking a lot of damage from that impetus. There's the Hand of God keeping him alive. The Blast Off going to connect onto 1. The Devailama in a lot of trouble. Boxy getting extremely low as well. Beautiful Rolling Thunder. The beautiful fissure as well. They lose 1 on the side of Liquid as Nisha trying to continue the pressure onto Analog. As K1 finally the Echo Slam comes in onto 2. Schofield and company take out Chen as a result. They take out the Aegis though as K1. It's going to kill off Insania. Mickey getting relatively low. Beautiful vacuum on the other side of the fissure. They're kind of stuck here now next to this cliff as Mickey trying to heal up on the creeps. He's going to be left to his own devices here pretty soon. The last remaining member of Liquid will not survive. And no buyback to come from him. A great buyback coming out from Schofield. Definitely turning the tides here for Heroic and now doubling their lead. So after one huge fight, Heroic likely taking this to a game 3. They will get megas.
Yeah. Are they going to go for more damage? They still have 20 seconds. They're like, okay, if Liquid had buyback, surely they would have spent them by now, right?
Oh, yeah, for
sure. They might at least squeeze out a tier 4.
He's the one that picked up the Ags off of Roche, so has normal punch, which is also very good against Luna.
If this fight is to break out, a lot of the tankiness that Liquid have unavailable for another half a minute.
Now, Devailama wanted to go for the initiation, but is thinking better of it now. He'll be able to get to the other side, but the vac wall onto Mickey. That's the only one that matters. He pops. Okay. Looks like he's going to back away for the time being. Was not baited at all as Analog coming in with the Rolling Thunder, taking massive damage from that Lucent Beam. Beautiful fissure again from Schofield, keeping the Luna at bay. Analog gets to the other side, should be fine. K1 gets brought to half HP via one Lucent Beam again. 33, the Primal Split is dead. Only has one left as the Eclipse finally coming through. Divine Llama getting saved via the creeps, but he's stuck in the corner. Aegis is down. McKay being pushed to the other side. The tier 4s are taking damage now. Another vacuum into the Echo Slam onto 2. Mickey gets the Satanic though. He's blowing them up. And now K1 looks to be next on the list. And the Blast Off is there as well. 2 dead for Heroic. And now they are on the retreat. Nisha TP, he's fine. So they lose 2. We briefly mentioned, but Nisha has Divine as well. So he does damage finally. And he's going to try to apply some of it to this Pangolier vacuum. We'll keep them at bay. KJ now, he's doing a lot of single target damage with that impetus. But Divine Llama getting in really deep, gets off the normal punch onto Nisha when he pops the BKB. The Primal Split is there as well. Rolling Thunder trying to keep the Luna at bay, but K1 is the one taking massive damage, now has to retreat. Analog, the Rolling Thunder is down again.
The Radiant base is in trouble.
Yeah, it is taking damage. The Ancient is
God,
exposed.
it's in big trouble.
It's literally just going to die, but Boxy coming at the last moment as the techies as the fight continues to ensue as Mickey very low on HP. They're going to force tap, double force tap K1, but the Satanic again to keep Mickey alive.
Okay.
They are really kiting this entirety of Liquid right now.
Though.
Fissure into the impetus. Mickey getting really low. The vacuum is there, and down goes Luna. Divine Rapier on the deck, and Nisha stuck in position, and the rest of Heroic just destroy him. So both Rapiers on the deck, only 2 alive for Liquid. Game number 3. Divine, that is not fast motion, by the way.
That is the fastest clap I've ever seen in my life. Oh
he's
my goodness.
really hyped as GG's come out. We're going to a game number 3.
64,000 gold advantage. We'll do it for Heroic. But yeah, great to see them bounce back.
You know, pre-blink black hole, you can kill him. I mean, it's a similar idea to the Luna. You're going to have a very fast tempo, but it's a better matchup for Lifestealer.
Void Spirit comes out. Now, I know we've mentioned Void Spirit a lot during drafts, but he never really gets picked, so gets picked here, though.
That wonderful attention to detail that Valve have with that. So, okay, wait, we might not get to talk about anything else then. Who's going to die?
Yep, smokes break, KJ. Oh man, that was beautiful. But the snowball comes out. Pseudo save, but now they're putting themselves in precarious spot as KJ is the one getting super low. The Nature's Attendant's healing up ever so slowly. Nice blocks from Analog. Gets a nice Resonant Pulse off as well. Nisha wants to finish the kill, but KJ continues to run. Half Bambi. It's Analog now. They're going to turn their sights to him. This will be a much bigger kill, and it looks like another snowball. Potential save, or is it suicide again? Now Analog is on the run. Nobody from Heroic wants to die. Insania looks like Nisha's the first to fall, in fact. Analog ends up trading his life. It's a bloodbath as 2 more supports go down. It's a 2-to-2 trade.
I want to say this lane is generally pretty even. So Nisha does have the CS advantage, but also a ton of creeps are coming into towers. Now it's a matter of how many of these Analog can grab with the pressure of Nisha actually jaunting in behind him here.
Boxy gonna set this up with the flame break. KJ is just gonna take a courier though, as Insania is taking a snowball in the top lane. Schofield will be able to survive. Insania not so much. We'll pop the Fairy Fire, in fact, as Mickey wants to try to finish it, and he will actually live.
I think Mickey
the Thunder
is
Strikes.
Screwed.
Oh,
He's
Mickey.
dead.
Yeah, the Eidolon's owning him, and that's a double kill for Device. So not only First Blood gets 2 kills in lane.
Oh my god, this Enigma is going to be so farmed. 2,500 net worth, minute 3. 3-0.
And now he's going to snowball Insania.
Yes,
has to live here. He's going to get Malefist on, and the Eidolons will continue their reign of terror. And that is a long walk back for Insania. Boxy's TPing in. Be able to get the Firefly off. This will be a pretty damn valuable kill onto Divide, but he's just right-clicking away. Flame Break is there. Boxy getting pretty damn low, and now another snowball. So Boxy will die, but can Mickey try to get the kill? Indeed, Divide's reign ends. The kill streak is over. And Mickey really needs to finish the job here. A couple more right clicks will suffice, but a nice Ice Shards buying some distance. Looks like he'll be able to walk away unless... Oh my god! That was a headshot.
That was a 3-pointer. Slardar lives on.
Reds pretty soon as K1. Dealing with some pressure here by Boxy and 33. Boxy trying to TP out, but Analog closes the gap and brings him to his knees. So 33 left alone for the time being. Meanwhile, top lane, Malefice on the Mickey, but a TP is coming via Nisha. Gets off the coil onto Divine Llama. That looks to be an easy cleanup for Liquid.
That's a lot of heroes, but probably worth it for that one.
Yeah, he was top net worth not too long ago. Now has 2 deaths to his name. K1.
Very quick Vlad, so it is important to slow this guy down and not let him take control of the map. So I think Liquid with the right read that it's just too important to solve this top issue that they will bring perhaps 1 hero too many rather than 1 too few. You just force that Enigma out of there. But in turn, Heroic going to go for the immediate counterplay of, well, guess what? If you guys are bringing so many heroes to top, we're going to push bottom. So really just forcing Liquid's hand non-stop. It feels like Liquid are putting out fires everywhere they go. Nisha is a prime firefighter in this game on his puck.
Oh, Analog. Well, he doesn't have to worry about the coil, but the glimpse is there, and now has to astral step to safety. Liquid have many members to chase this, though. Aether Remnant does hit, and that should buy enough space for Analog to get away. That was pretty scary, but meanwhile, the bottom section of the map, we have the Primal Split going off. Divine Llama might be dying a 3rd time, but the Infested can keep him alive a little bit longer, looking for a potential black hole, but doesn't have the mana. In fact, looks like he had already used it prior to that. Down goes Divine again, and KJ will follow suit. Poking his beak at Mickey. The tier 1 tower will fall in favor of Liquid.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It'd be funny if we were comparing that to pubs, then that would make a lot of sense.
That's faster than average
Nisha,
Gleipnir.
they show off the Orchid. Do they have the damage?
They do.
Absolutely. Nisha gets destroyed. So terrific Orchid reveal for Heroic. Nisha playing a little cocky there, I have to say.
I mean, it's just lack of knowledge, right? He doesn't know there's an Orchid. Without the Orchid, he's fine. So with the information he had available, this doesn't feel that outlandish.
Oh, but now the Blink Dagger lasso. KJ making his way over, but the kinetic field static storms too much as K1 will die. But the black hole from Divine Llama showing off his Blink Dagger. That's the death of Insania. More to come as Analog. It's a nice silence onto the Brewmaster to punch up into the air. No Primal Split for you. Great counteraction from the likes of Heroic, but Divine Llama gets sniped by Mickey. It's a 2nd kill via the power shot this game.
With the Brewmaster ult available once more. Lasso coming off cooldown in 3 seconds as well. This is a big moment. Heroic trying to break it with Schofield.
Boxy with the lasso. Static Storm right on top as well. And a Flame Break in addition. 2 dead from Heroic right off the bat. And Divine Llama glimpsed into death. So Heroic absolutely crushed. And now they have to worry about their Void Spirit potentially getting away because Coil was still up and available. He pops it. Analog with the Astral Step. Trying to get away with all this mobility, but just not enough.
About to get level 9.
Do you think the experience gap right now is more drastic than the gold? As we're going to see Lasso, this time applied to the Ench. Easy kill for Liquid.
Looking very liquidy right now, this game.
33 showing himself. The rest of his team in the cover of smoke. Analog.
Rogue siege creep here, giving
They
some
have vision there, but they find Schofield instead. Snowball gonna put himself in a terrible spot, but Divine Llama with a nice black hole onto 2. Mickey just on the outskirts with a nice focus fire to be able to kill off Schofield. Eventually, Boxy does fall, so it's a 1-for-1 to start. Divine Llama burns to the ground as Nisha taking care of the backline. K1 looking to try to do something here, but he's left all alone, shackle shot and dead. And this is likely going to be a full team wipe for Team Liquid. And how much can they realistically take with this first Aegis?
I definitely think bottom tower should be a complete freebie if they want to go and push that. I don't think Heroic would be interested in defending that, but...
Oh, Boxy able to blink out just in time, and now the silence applied to the Tusk. Schofield dead.
It's time to dip.
Analog has to get out. KJ will be taking a full focus fire from Mickey. Super easy for Liquid. K1 is actually spotted the lasso, bringing him back into the fray. Shackle shot will eventually latch. No, the rage still on. Now Instania is there. We got another Gleipnir to work with. K1 They are just getting everything. Liquid domination right now.
Yeah, this is a moment of opportunity, but
Oh, Lasso with the coil breaking. Man, they have so much move speed as K1 attempting to TP out. Very close. Will be able to live.
pushing the waves with low-risk heroes. There's another example of that. Nisha.
Oh, Mickey gets the shackle into the focus fire, but there's the black hole onto Mickey. This is just the Aegis, though.
Oh, he has 10 seconds of Aegis. It's the dream.
He does get it. Divine Llama takes the tumble, though. And now Mickey can run free. Schofield, just the delay snowball as the glimpse going to be avoided with the Lifestealer inside. So Liquid get 2.
For after this game.
It explains a lot why we're getting these pauses about the keyboards. It's more the keys are actually falling off from the rage-inducing plays that are happening here for Heroic and company. And Liquid gonna poke the high ground. Remember, they don't have the Aegis. It's 33. Obviously can primal split at any time. Gets punched into the air. Divine Llama gets initiated on and destroyed. 45 seconds of no Enigma. KJ dies to a focus fire. And K1 just tickling heroes at this point. Schofield stuck inside the trees. And Liquid absolutely dominating here in this game number 3. Triple kill from Mickey. K1 will Ogre Seal to the fountain.
It's always easy to say afterwards, you should have just given Chen. Who even says that?
Well, primal split used to siege the tower. That Earth Panda can really pack a punch, I'll tell you what. Glimpse back onto KJ. Gleipnir to follow and focus. Oh my god. Well, all right. That was a hero temporarily, and it looks like this will be the second set potentially, but see a wraparound potential here from Heroic. Remember, the black hole is up. BKB is available for K1. Schofield trying to defend, but I think these illusions and siege might be enough. Finally, the heroes come in. Rage already used by K1 on top of an illusion. He's been baited a bit as now the coil comes in. Static Storm as well, but Analog inside of K1. There's the black hole onto 2, but the lasso to counteract it. Divine Llama getting brought back into the grave. And K1, the last remaining member, is destroyed again. Triple kill for 33. GG's come out. Liquid will move on as Heroic are unfortunately eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, what a class game from Liquid this was. It was just so similar to game 1, just so clean. So many good movements, so many good individual performances. Once again, want to highlight Boxy on the Batrider. I think he played a stellar game. And I'm doing that despite him playing with a win range who went 16-1 and 14.